The death of a significant character who doesn't die in the books in the Wheel of Time adaptation on Amazon Prime Video raises concerns about the narrative fallout. The fourth book in Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series, The Shadow Rising, was adapted for the third season of the television program. There are clear practical constraints with a TV adaptation because there is no funding that could support Jordan's text's boundless creativity. Its ability to fit so many characters into 8-hour seasons is a great illustration of this. Elida took the White Tower from Suen Sanche at the end of the Wheel of Time Season 3, which was a crucial plot point in The Shadow Rising. In contrast to the novel, Suen Sanche was assassinated by her adversaries, which created a plot hole moving forward. After the first season concluded, showrunner Rafe Judkins cautioned readers to expect early character deaths, stating, "We have to because we can't hold 2000 series regulars through multiple seasons." He made the point that there is just not enough space for everyone, and he stuck to it despite the seeming exaggeration. Elida and Suen Sanche talk about how their rivalry began with Elida's prior bid to become the Amyrlin seat during their final encounter in the White Tower in the television series. While Elida is not a dark friend like Liandrin, she feels that anyone who disagrees with her is a Dark One servant and that Rand, the Dragon Reborn, needs to be softened. Because Elida is so certain that she is working for the light, she unintentionally aids the Dark One. As we saw earlier in the season, Moiraine informs Suen Sanche that the light must win the last battle if the White Tower backs the Dragon Reborn. The Aes Sedai grudgingly accept this plan after Suen Sanche discusses it at a meeting in the novels. After the encounter, Suen is taken prisoner by Elida, who then has her beaten and rendered motionless, depriving her of the One Power. After that, she puts her in jail, but unlike in the TV show, she doesn't murder her. This gives Min the chance to save Suen, even though in the books Min chose to stay in the White Tower instead of going to Tanchico. During their escape from the White Tower, they even acquire the false dragon Loghain, which sets up one of the series' most interesting storylines. The plot will probably be reenacted in the TV series with additional characters. Although her death eliminates her later plotline from the books, this was probably predictable. Not a single piece was in its proper location. Min was in Tanchico for the season, and Loghain hasn't been in Tanchico since Season 2. There were hints that Suen wasn't going to help her get away, such as her dramatic farewell scene with Moiraine in Teleran Riot. It's important to examine the specifics of these events, though. Suen, Min, Loghain, and the Blue Aja Aes Sedai, Lean, are on the run at the beginning of the Fires of Heaven in the novels. It is during this time that they encounter Gareth Bryne, who has not yet made an appearance in the television series. After he arrests them, Loghain assists them in getting away, and they proceed to Saladar, where they discover that a group of rebels led by Aes Sedai has started to organize. In Saladar, Suen meets Nynaeve again, who investigates her and Loghain to see if she can restore the power of a stilled person. Following Elida's capture of the White Tower, a whole group of rebels emerges in the Fires of Heaven with the intention of fighting Elida and re-establishing Aes Sedai customs. They only initially summon about 1/3 of the Aes Sedai's numbers, despite their reform in Saladar. To counter Elida, a council of 6 is formed. However, it is made up of Aes Sedai, whom we haven't yet encountered in the television series. However, the rebel Aes Sedai began working on selecting a new Amyrlin seat after Suen Sanche arrived. After a while, Suen Sanche recovers some of her strength from Nynaeve, but it is much diminished. Rather, Suen controls the situation to make Egwene the new Amyrlin seat, which happens in Lord of Chaos. Even though she loses a lot of her influence, Suen continues to play a major role in this story for the rest of the books, utilizing her political skills to support the Aes Sedai uprising. In the end, Moiraine might be the one to step in and support Egwene in the show. In the novels, Gareth Bryne first appears as the Captain General of Morghase's Queen's Guard in the Eye of the World. He hasn't yet made an appearance in the television series. Lord Gabriel, a Forsaken in disguise, counsels Morghase to remove Gareth from his role in the Fires of Heaven. After capturing Suen and Min, he later turns into a key ally of the Aes Sedai rebellion. He provides military assistance to help them achieve their objectives and even turns into Suen's main romantic interest. Since the TV show was already pursuing a romantic relationship between Suen Sanche and Moiraine, a significant chunk of Gareth Bryne's storyline was already going to be missing. He still had the opportunity to become her warder, as he does in Robert Jordan's books. But, given Suen's early demise, Bryne may not even make an appearance on the television program, lest Season 4 only introduce him as an Andor military leader. Suen Sanche's absence will have an impact on Egwene, the most notable character in the television series. Suen becomes Egwene's primary mentor, and they appear together in many Lord of Chaos and Towers of Midnight scenes. Again, given Rosamund Pike's position as a producer and the main attraction on the Wheel of Time show, Moiraine will most likely take over this role and not disappear for several books as she does in the novels, but Suen's absence will be noticeable.